Stacy, why don't you give us, since you haven't been in here before, why don't you give us your impression of the team this year?
Um, you're right. It is my first time here this year, and opening the season super optimistic. Best talent we've ever had since we've been here at the academy. Still, clearly, you know, as assistant coaches, our primary responsibility is recruiting, and we continue to do that, and feel like we've done that. Feel like that, although we're still very, very close, we're not there. Still not executing down the stretch like we would like to be, and still hoping that young players still get it right during those critical moments.
Do you, is there anything from your point of view that you feel the team necessarily needs to work on more than other places, or no?
Um, I mean, clearly our first, couple of seasons here, there were no tight games. And this year, there's been multiple games where it's been 3 points, 2 points, 5 points down the stretch. So when you are, your program does reach that, position where it is a close game, we spend more time working on time and score situations.
Is that a good sign for you, do you think, that you're progressing? Because this team used to go on the road and get blown out by 40 points. Now you go on the road and you lose, 5, 7.
It is. It's positive. It is a good thing. You're closer, but you want to get W's. I mean, at the end of the day, and that's what counts. So there is an amount of disappointment there, but also, with that being said, you try to see the light and know that these kids are better, this team is better, this program's in a better point. But again, at the end of the day, you want to see those L's turn into W's.
Coach, you talk about the talent that you guys have this year. It is the beginning of February. Through the grind of the season, it is kind of that point where you're like, we are who we are right now. But what specifically can you work on over this final stretch of the season that can build for next year?
Well, every week is a new challenge in this conference. Very interesting this year that, there's very little in terms of, in my opinion, a great deal of talent that separates the bottom from the top. Again, I was looking at the box scores in the Mountain West Conference standings earlier, and how we've been right there with the number 1 and number 2 team. So the gap is a great deal smaller. So with that being said, we get ready for 2 more games this week with Nevada and San Diego State. Prepare our kids to the best of our ability, get them ready, and try and get them in the right frame of mind to go into basketball games this week.